want to make sure everybody's in the right place. This is professionally speaking, discover your voice, deliver your message. Is this where you're supposed to be? I don't see anybody headed for the door. All right, so welcome. All right, so discovering one's voice. How do you go about doing that? And for me, it started a long time ago, in 1980, in August of 1980, August 16th to be exact. In the early AM, I received a call from one of my best friends. His name was Greg. And Greg says, he says, Dwight, he says, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, yes, it is. And Greg was sharp, not like some of my other friends. They wouldn't even know what time it was, but he knew what time it was, and he said, how about you and I get up and go fishing? And I'm thinking, there's a lot of things I want to do at 3 a.m. in the morning. Fishing is not on that list, Greg. But he insisted. I mean, he was persistent about going fishing that morning. And there was only one other friend that he could find to go besides myself, and his name was Derek. And so we got in his truck, and we drove about an hour up in San Diego County to a lake called Lake Marina. And we went fishing. And we were catching fish hand over fist. I'm not saying it was fun, we were just catching a lot of fish, right? About midday, about noon, you know, we had caught all the fish we could catch, and I said, why don't we go home? And Greg says, no. He said, let's fish a little while longer. And so we fished a little while longer. Well, there was a gentleman out there with a canoe, little canoe. And Greg was quite the fisherman. He says, can I borrow your canoe for just a short while? I want to go out where the fish are. And I'm thinking, man, we're standing and it was like shooting fish in a barrel, right? So he got in this canoe and he paddled out a while. Probably about 30, 40 yards from the shore. And I'm fishing from the shore along with Derek. Well, something happened. And the canoe started taking on water. Well, the guy forgot to tell him that the canoe had a hole in it. So now Greg is out there, he's bailing water, but the guy did leave him a cup. So he's bailing water, right? And so I go, Greg, what's going on out there? He said, man, this thing's taking on water. I said, please don't make me have to come out there and save you because, you know, I'm quite the lifeguard. And he laughed because he was a football player, and he says, oh man, come on. Well, the canoe overturned. And I found out that Greg couldn't swim. And as he flailed around for a while, and I jumped in the water and swam out there as fast as I could. By the time I got there, he was unconscious. And I desperately tried to bring his head above the water, because I knew that needed to happen if there was any chance to preserve life. Well, the one thing that I didn't figure is that if I was pushing him up, my head was below the water level as well, so I was drinking a lot of water. So I came up for a breath, lost hold of him, and he went under. Next thing I know, the Rangers show up in a boat, they jump in, and they go down, and they come up, and they go down, and they come up, and I'm laying on this canoe that's overturned. And the next time I saw him, he was in a casket. He was 20 years old when I was 19. And it was at that moment that I realized how precious life was. And you know, I said to myself, I had an epiphany. You know what an epiphany is? You're all educators, that should be. But I had one of those. I had never had one before. And I couldn't save his life that day. And the hardest thing for me to do that day was to go back to his home and tell his mom what had happened, because I was the last one to talk to him. I was the last one to hold him. And I had an epiphany. And it was just simply this, that I was going to pursue the best life that I could. And what that meant was to be the best individual, the best person that I could be. And I made it about others. I made it about helping other people. Because I wasn't able to help my best friend that day. And that weighed on me for a long time. And so in honor of him, I said, I am going to be the best person that I can be. And so I set out on this journey to figure out who I was. Mark Twain said the two most important days in a person's life, one are the day that you're born, and the second is when you figure out why. And so I went on this journey to discover who I was. Where did I come from? What was I made of? And this is what I found. It's very interesting.